Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of November 21st through the 27th. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. All right, Cancer. So at the bottom of the deck, I have the moon. Okay. So the moon can represent, for many of you, you actually being incredibly intuitive this week. So make sure you're listening to your intuition. Make sure you're paying attention to your dreams. The moon can also be, it can be a tricky energy. The moon represents the unknown, what is hidden. The moon likes to keep things hidden and likes to keep things in the dark. So for some of you, you could be dealing with a situation where there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding this situation. Just take caution with this energy because sometimes the moon can bring in a lot of fear-based energies. You could be worrying unnecessarily or fearing the worst or having a lot of doubts. So take caution with that energy. Not all of you are going to experience this energy that way. It can also be a little bit more of an emotional energy. This is a very interesting spread, Cancer. All right, so the overall energy is the Seven of Wands. So I see you actually coming through quite strong. The Seven of Wands is what I call that warrior spirit. So for some of you, you know, there's something that you want and you're not going to back down. So this is you, it could be some of you very defensive. For others, this is you not compromising, not backing down, willing to stand firm or willing to defend what it is that you want. So for some of you, you know, this is you hanging in there and actually being very strong when it comes to something that you want. And I feel like this is something that you want greatly. You're not going to back down. You're not going to compromise. You're not going to change your mind. There's something that you want, and for some of you, you're willing to fight for it. Because I have two fives here. I have the Five of Wands. I also have the Five of Swords here. For some of you, this could be a situation dealing with some competition with the Five of Wands. This can be anything from competition around you to internal struggles or conflicts to, you know, dealing with some jealousy. This could be jealous coworkers. The Five of Wands represents pettiness, petty arguments, having differences with another person. But normally it's over very petty, insignificant things. So, you know, don't add fuel to any fires this week, Cancer. This could definitely be within the workplace. Because I have the King of Pentacles here. I have some Pentacles cards here. So for some of you, there's something going on, I feel, within the workplace. So if there's like some sort of snotty you know, coworker or someone that you have that is trying to get under your skin, you know, honestly, the best advice here is to ignore them. You can, for many of you, you can avoid this energy just by avoiding the situation completely. For others, you know, this could be like some sort of internal conflicts or that you're dealing with, some sort of challenging energy that you're maybe dealing with, and it could be with a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo individual. And for some of you, this could be within the workplace, or, you know, this could be a family member, because I have the Ten of Pentacles here. So this can very much for me represent family. So there could be maybe something going on within the family. This could have something to do with an inheritance or assets or property. But yes, there could be something going on with the family, or when it comes to, you know, finances here. There also could be a fire sign person that's quite significant. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Now this can be male or female, these characters here. This doesn't necessarily have to be a fire sign man. This could be a woman as well. And this could be a person that you're maybe having some challenges with. For some of you though, I feel like for some of you, this is going to be your energy. I feel you being more fiery this week, Cancer, and more passionate in regards to the things that you want. I feel like for some of you, your focus is on this Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is establishing a name for yourself or establishing yourself financially. You know, this is what you're trying to get to. This is what you want, that financial success, that wealth, that abundance, that financial stability. This is what you want. For others, I feel like your focus is maybe on some property, or, you know, this is dealing with an inheritance or assets. This is what you're very focused on. And this could be what you're fighting for or willing to fight for. For some of you, I feel like this is your energy, more fiery, more passionate, and having more strength, more courage. And this could be a very difficult situation that for some of you that you're dealing with, because I have these fives, which represent a challenging energy, and then I also do have the Three of Swords here. So for some of you, this is representing that mental exhaustion. For others, this could be a situation dealing with three people. Now, because I have this Ten of Pentacles here, this doesn't have to be a love triangle. This could certainly be a situation dealing with, you know, family. I have, you know, your energy, which is we know your energy, Cancer. It's a water sign energy, but then also there's the potential for this earth sign energy and then this fire sign energy here. So this could be a family situation dealing with an earth sign and a fire sign for some of you. There could be a situation dealing with three people. We have the Three of Swords, but then I also have the Three of Cups. So we have, you know, these threes here. So three could be very significant for you as well. You know, we even have two fives. So for some of you, there can even be a situation dealing with 5 family members here as well. 5 people, or 5 could be very significant. But with the Three of Swords, you know, you could have felt like there was some sort of loss, or maybe maybe for some of you, you did suffer a loss. And if that's the case, you know, I send you my condolences. But for some of you, this could have been a loss, or you just feeling defeated in some way. For others, this will be that mental exhaustion. You know, feeling incredibly challenged or unhappy with a situation. You could be waiting on communication, and, you know, it could be in regards to something to do with the family or assets, or even, you know, within the workplace, you could be waiting on communication. I have the Three of Swords sitting with the Page of Pentacles. So for some of you, communication could be what you're waiting on, or even an offer, some sort of offer, opportunity, or communication that is very significant. I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty around this, and you do need to be strong. You do need to keep the faith. With the Five of Swords here, again, you know, I'm sensing for some of you this defensive energy where you either feel defeated or you're having to defend yourself. This could be for some Cancers. This could be you actually getting a little bit more aggressive this week. With the Five of Swords, you could be drawing a line in the sand. So with this situation that you're dealing with, there could be some of you that are putting your foot down, drawing a line in the sand. You could be giving someone an ultimatum with this energy here. But also, you know, this is a person who will do whatever they have to do to reach their goal. This is a more aggressive energy. So for some of you, maybe, you know, you're sick of dealing with this situation, and this could be you getting a little bit more aggressive when it comes to coming out on the other end, coming out successful with the Three of Cups here. This is what you want. This is what you want. This is what you're trying to achieve. Being able to celebrate something, you know, feeling successful. This is a nice lighter energy. This is what you want. What you've been dealing with has not been light. And then we also, you know, you also want this abundance, this stability, this success here. So I think that for some of you, you're definitely ready and willing to fight for what it is that you want. For others, I think that this is you getting a little bit more aggressive. You certainly could be putting your foot down with someone this week. For others, there could be a difficult situation going on with three people. This could be a family situation. This could be a work situation. I'm getting this earth energy that's coming through, you know, really strong here. So for some of you, you're dealing with an earth sign. You could be dealing with a couple of earth signs. You also could be dealing with a fire sign, but I do feel like for many of you, this is also your energy. I feel like you're more passionate this week. I definitely see you having the strength that you need, Cancer, to you know, overcome these obstacles. And in the end, I do think that you're going to be very successful. You just need to hang in there, and you need to continue on, you know, being strong and not backing down with the Seven of Wands. Don't back down. If this is something petty within the workplace, your best bet is to avoid the situation completely. If you can, to walk away. That's your best bet. Let me just see what else I'm getting here. For some of you, you're dealing with a lot of competition. This could be obviously within the workplace. There could be a position that is up, and you could be dealing with some serious competition within the workplace. But I see you coming through very strong. For those of you that can relate to this in that way, I see you going for it, not backing down. This is something that you want, and I see you taking a more aggressive approach, which, you know, sometimes in life we have to. So, you know, for some of you, this Five of Swords isn't, you know, really negative. It's you getting a little bit more aggressive in regards to you meeting your goals here, Cancer. Make sure you're listening to your intuition. Financially, I do not feel like it's a bad week whatsoever. I actually see it being a good week financially. Friends could be a help to you with the Three of Cups. Maybe, you know, just to, you know, lighten your load, or, you know, release yourself from some of these energies. I think that you need to maybe spend more time with your friends, your family this week. They could be a great support to you. Maybe you need to go out and have a couple drinks, Cancer, to be honest. And I think you should. If that's something that you do, then absolutely, you know, go for it. I did just have Caressa that flipped out. All right, this is great. This is great. And I do think it resonates wonderfully. Caressa, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So, you know, for those of you that can relate to this reading, and if you cannot, I highly suggest watching your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. Sometimes I can resonate personally with all of them. Other times I resonate more with my rising sign, more with my moon sign. So if you cannot resonate with this, watch your other signs. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So whatever this is, that is challenging for you, Cancer. Just know that you're nearing the end of it, okay? So hang in there. I see you just coming through very passionate and very strong this week. So hang in there. You're completing this cycle within your life. Call upon your angels, but also, you know, friends and family this week, okay? So I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.